Starting in 2005, Extel Development Company started purchasing land on West 57th Street in Manhattan, New York. Not long after, Extel started to spend cash on air rights. These rights give developers access to the space above the ground, something which is required when designing a skyscraper. Over the years, they bought more land and more air rights. By 2012, news broke that the company Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill Architecture were designing the plans to create what would later be the tallest residential property in the world. The architects are also responsible for the Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia. In the same year, the luxury department store Nordstrom made a deal with the developers. They would have access to the first 5 floors and 2 basement levels, altogether providing Nordstrom with 285,000 square feet. Within their store, there'll also be 6 bars and restaurants. The down payment came to a whopping $102.5 million. This deal gave the tower the nickname the Nordstrom Tower. By 2014, the developers began excavating the site on Billionaire Row. The following year, the construction got properly underway. By the 17th of September 2019, the Central Park Tower was topped out. This is when the final beam is placed at the top of the building. The tower now stands at 1,550 feet tall, surpassing its New York rival, 111 West 57th Street, which currently stands at 1,428 feet. In October of 2019, the Nordstrom levels were open to the public. However, Central Park Tower still had more construction to do to its residential floors. Due to the current global events, the building work was halted in March of 2020. When it's finally completed, the tower will have 131 floors altogether, 98 of which are residential. There's currently plans for 179 apartments altogether. The residents also won't need to use the stairs when traversing the levels if they don't want to. The tower is said to contain 11 elevators to make it easy as possible to get around. A project of this scale doesn't come cheap. Adding together all of the costs of the building labor, materials, and air rights, Extel is said to have spent $2 billion to create the Central Park Tower. This fee included a loan of $900 million from J.P. Morgan Chase, an investment bank. Originally, the developers had plans to sell nearly $4 billion worth in apartments, but with the fall in property value recently, it's unlikely they'll reach that level, according to experts. However, Extel is still likely to make a big profit. With a building as tall as this, there are bound to be some safety features to help keep people away from danger as well as add a sense of security. One of these features is that no balconies have been installed in the residential areas. Especially with those floors near the top, having a balcony could potentially lead to people accidentally falling from a great height. Instead, the building is covered with a glass curtain wall. It helps keep people safe as well as protects residents from the weather. Some floors do have terraces to allow a bit of open-air enjoyment. For security reasons, the Central Park Tower has a full-time doorman installed on the grounds. They act as a gatekeeper of sorts for those looking to enter the building, but they also provide more traditional security measures for those in the building. Said to cover 2 floors below ground, the garage for the tower is massive. All residential and service vehicles are monitored when approaching the underground garage. Altogether, there are over 400 spaces available for car parking. When creating a tall building, one of the big dangers is if something falls from the top of it. In December of 2019, the Central Park Tower had ice falling from the top of the building. This ice can reach 70 miles per hour as it rapidly descends. One man was struck in the head by the ice. He survived the experience. The reason for the falling ice was due to one side of the tower not getting enough sunlight, so the ice wasn't melting fast enough. Yet the metal and glass were being heated, which created a slick surface. As such, piles of ice would slide off the high structure. Some nearby buildings and vehicles also experienced some light damage from the ice crashing down. In order to keep people safe, parts of the nearby street were closed off due to the hazard. The Department of Buildings for New York temporarily halted construction of the tower until the ice was cleared and can no longer endanger pedestrians below. On top of the safety features, there are also lots of features to keep residents entertained and relaxed, as well as facilities for those looking to conduct some business. One of the main attractions is the Club. This facility takes over 3 floors of the tower with 50,000 square feet. One section of the club includes a large terrace on the 14th floor. There's a 60-foot swimming pool, a sun deck, and cabanas that serve food and drink. The club also features a spa that includes services such as massage, gyms, personal trainers, a basketball court, and body and facial treatments. There are also gardens located within the club, as well as a private cinema and conference rooms. In order to cater for the ultra-wealthy living among them, the tower will also host the private club known as the 100th floor. The 100th floor spans 3 levels, with a total amount of 50,000 square feet. Some of the features of this elusive club include a 126-person private ballroom, dining rooms, a bar, a full-service kitchen, and wine and cigar lounges. Due to the current halt in construction, the penthouse hasn't been completed or been released as available for purchase just yet. However, the developers have incredible plans for it. The penthouse will take over 3 levels, from floor 129 to 131. It will have 6 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, a private ballroom, an outdoor terrace, a sweeping staircase, and staff quarters. The penthouse is said to cover around 15,069 square feet altogether. The exact cost of the penthouse is unknown at the moment. However, during 2017, it was estimated to be worth $95 million. Yet over the years, a number of similar sales within New York increased the estimated price by rather a lot. In 2019, the penthouse at 220 Central Park South was sold for a stunning $238 million. In the same year, the 2 penthouses at 432 Park Avenue were sold for $30.7 million and $30.2 million respectively, for a total of $60.9 million altogether. With these prices in mind and the vast size of the Central Park Tower penthouse, there were estimates that their prized apartment could be sold for at least $200 million. However, then the global event kicked in. As such, the price is likely to drop significantly due to the market dipping. Beyond the apartment at the very top, Central Park Tower has a small number of their other residencies on the market already. As of the making of this video, the cheapest apartment will still make most people's eyes water. Within 1,897 square feet, the apartment 33D has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 walk-in closets, a powder room, a kitchen, and a dining room. This will set you back $6.5 million. The same design is expected to be used on both the 33rd and 34th floors. The next apartment is 80E. This residence has 4,295 square feet of space to enjoy. The same design is set to be used between floors 78 and 86. This design has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3 walk-in closets, a powder room, a grand salon, and a family room attached to the kitchen. A property like this will cost you a little over $33 million. The priciest living quarters is on floor 113. For 7,074 square feet, there's 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 4 walk-in closets, a powder room, a grand salon, a sitting room, a family room attached to the kitchen, a library, and 3 galleries. The master bedroom even has its own dressing room attached to it. The plan is to have numerous properties similar to this spread between floors 110 to 125. For this touch of luxury, you can be expected to spend $63.25 million.